Hey everybody, I can't wait to show you what I'm doing today. I'm going to make an appetizer and I'm going to show you all of the products that I'm using today to create the appetizer you can find on Walmart. Now the great thing about Walmart is you can have things shipped straight to your door. You can do curbside pickup, which is what I do most of the time, and you can also do delivery. So we're going to get started. I'm doing a spinach dip. I'm just going to use a box of frozen chopped spinach, and I have defrosted this in the microwave. And I'm going to put this into a clean dish towel, and I'm going to get all of the water out of it. We don't want our spinach dip to be soggy with water. This appetizer is my kids' favorite. And when we have snow days or they have a day out of school and they're home, we always make spinach dip. And they always ask me if I don't plan on it. They're like, Mom, if snow's coming, they say, you've got all the stuff to make spinach dip, right? So I have to keep these ingredients on hand because you never know. But this is a great holiday appetizer. It is great to take to potlucks. You can put it in one of those little tiny crock pots that you use for dips and things, and take it anywhere, and everybody loves it. There's a restaurant that we go to a lot, and they have this amazing spinach dip. And so I tasted it and I thought, I'm going to try to do my best to recreate this at home. And so I did. It's not exactly like theirs, but my kids like it just as good. So I've squeezed this out. Now I'm going to put this in my pot, and you can double this recipe, triple this recipe if you're, feeding a crowd. But this is how much I make just for us to snack on at home. That doesn't look like a lot of spinach, but I promise you once you get it stirred around, it'll be good. I'm going to show you this Nuwave induction cooker. This thing we take camping because we don't like to heat up the camper, so we'll take this and do our meals a lot of times on this. We use it here at home, especially like Thanksgiving, Christmas, when you're looking for extra stovetop space. It's amazing. So I've got the Nuwave, and then of course if you use an induction like the Nuwave, you have to have the pans to go with it. Induction, make sure that your pots and pans are induction. So this is the Copper Chef pan set, and we love this. It's so great because things don't stick in here, and it's just a wonderful pan set. So that works on my induction cooker. And then I've got a block of cream cheese, 8-ounce cream cheese, that I have taken and put in the microwave a little bit because I was short on time. I didn't lay it out, didn't plan ahead. So it's softened. And then I'm going to use my little cheese grater to grate up some cheese. Now, I have seen people say things about this cheese grater that they can't get it to stick or whatever. It moves around on them. All you have to do is wet the bottom of it and stick it on your counter, lock it in place, and this thing is not moving. That's all there is to it. So I love it. So I'm taking some cheese. Now you can use cheddar cheese. You can use a mix of like taco cheese. I'm using today Colby because that's what I had in my refrigerator. So I'm going to take my little cheese grater and grate that up and grate it right into my pot here. Now you can use as little or as much cheese as you want. I love the taste of Colby cheese, and I love a sharp cheddar for this. Like I say, we have used the taco cheese and it works just as well. I've already been snacking on the cheese while I was making this because I'm starving. Now I'm going to add a little milk. And you just kind of have to eyeball how much milk you need, because once it starts cooking, you'll need to add more as it starts to thicken up. You want it to be a dip consistency, a pourable kind of consistency. So I forgot I need to add my Parmesan cheese. I just got a block of Parmesan. And this is an important ingredient for this. I would not leave out the Parmesan. You can use the other cheese that you put in there. Like I say, you can use cheddar, and you can use taco cheese, or you can use the Colby like I did today, but don't leave out the Parmesan. It's important. And as it starts cooking, I might add some more cheese. We'll see. So to use this induction, it says medium high, high, or maximum sear. I'm going to put it on high. Get this started and you push the start button and this thing heats up. It doesn't heat up your kitchen. So like I say, when we're in the camper, this is perfect for us because it doesn't heat up the camper. We just love this thing. So I'm going to start cooking this down, adding milk as I need to. You can add whole milk, 2% skim milk. We use skim milk at our house. That's what we drink. So just use whatever milk you have. I would say you would not have to use over a cup of milk in this recipe. Okay, now I'm going to stir that up and then I'm going to add in my spices. I've used my house seasoning in other recipes you've seen me do before. I got this from Paula Deen, and this is just salt, garlic powder, and pepper together. And I'm going to use about a teaspoon of this house seasoning in here. You want to stir and don't let your ingredients burn on the bottom. Now in my spinach dip, I don't put artichokes in there, but if your family likes the artichokes, you can go ahead and add those in. Okay, now I'm going to put in one of my favorite spices because I like stuff spicy. I'm going to add in some cayenne pepper, and I'm going to start out with a half a teaspoon and see if that's good enough for me. That's something that you don't have to add in a lot, but oh, it makes it so good. If you've got little kids eating it, my daughter even ate it with the amount that I put in. But if you want to start out with like 1/8 of a teaspoon and just work your way up to taste, you can do that. Now next, I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of paprika. It's another spice I use a lot. And then we're going to stir this up. I'm going to cut the heat down, so I just push on medium low and push start again. Each time you change your heat, just press the start button again on this Nuwave and it comes back on. One feature I will show you, if you take the pot off, you don't hear the noise anymore. It stops cooking. But when I set my pot back on, press start, it'll start back up again. Now as you see, stuff is starting to melt. All that cream cheese is melting in there. You can use a whisk for this, but I'm just using a spatula to stir it up. I'm going to add a little more milk. And after you get all the cream cheese melted and you don't see any more chunks of the cream cheese, you're ready to plate it up. And so I'm going to just keep cooking this down until the cream cheese melts. Okay, I'm going to check and see how this tastes, see if I need to season it up anymore. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off because I don't want it to burn. And I've got all my cheeses melted. It is so good. It's perfect. It's got the right amount of heat for me. And now I'm going to show you how to plate this up. All right, I'm going to show you all how I like to serve this for a party. You can put it in a little crock pot and serve that at your party. If you want it to look really pretty and people are ready to eat, I would do this, pour it in this right before people are ready to eat. Just have your bowl ready. But I like to take a round bread loaf, just get that at your grocery store bakery. And then I like to cut, make sure you don't go all the way through to the bottom. I also serve a cold spinach dip that I make in these bread bowls like this. And you've seen people serve soups and things in the bread bowl, so that's how I like to serve this dip. So I'm just going to take the lid off, and we're going to, this is a rustic dish, so we're just going to take our pieces of bread and put these on the side for people to dip the spinach dip. You can eat it with the bread. You can eat this with a hearty cracker, or you can eat it with tortilla chips. My kids like to eat it the best with tortilla chips. So I'll just take those pieces and put them around the bowl. Hollow a little bit more of this bread out. Try to, when you hollow it out, try to get chunks of the bread if you can. And then I'll stir this up and pour this right into my bowl. Looks so good. All right, I'm going to clean this up just a little bit. Put my bread pieces there. I have a little, I have a thief. My son's over here. He just came in from mowing the yard and he's grabbing bites before I can even get it on the table. I like to serve this alongside, you can put some tortilla chips, little thief. Tortilla chips along the side to serve with this. You can put some hearty crackers and some bread. I like to serve because the restaurant that we get our spinach dip from when we go out to eat, they serve salsa alongside. And I showed you guys my salsa that I make with the Mrs. Wages salsa mix. I serve that alongside. I'm going to show you how I eat it at home. Serve me up some. And then I like to put a little bit of sour cream and some tortilla chips. And this is how I eat mine at home. And I can't wait, y'all. I'm not had lunch and I'm starving. This is delicious. I hope y'all enjoy it. Make it for your family. Make it for Christmas. It's so good.